Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come here tonight? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live on a Friday. TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. Vibrant Ones, how you doing this morning?
Good, man. How you doing this morning?
Man, I am great. I am energized.
Fantastic.
I'm ready for the weekend, man.
Yo, they telling me it's hot. Is it in the tri-state area?
Hey, it is higher than I'm here in the tri-state area. My apologies if y'all can hear my fans, but I also have the air conditioner on that seems like it's not blowing any cold air. It's that hot, man. I walked in the living room, it was like, yo, what's going on? It is too hot, man.
Gotta run for cover. Gotta run for shade. Too hot. That's that Kool in the Gang.
Too hot, baby.
That's that Kool in the Gang. Shout out to Jersey City. Shout out to Jersey City.
I was going to drop the air horn for that, but you kept saying Jersey City, so.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, and chat. Yes, we are still talking about Big Al. I talked to him yesterday. Chuck, I talked to him yesterday, and he like, man, that's all y'all do, man. Y'all gossip. Y'all keep talking about the same thing over and over again. I told the girl I'm sorry. Yo, he hot about that, man.
Hey, man, did we pull the scab off that thing?
Man, yo, nah,
okay.
Man, ain't no scab on it. Ain't no scab on that.
Okay, it's still an open wound.
It ain't no wound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a scar, but they getting along good.
Oh, that's what's up then.
Yeah, they getting along good, man. She put that motherfucker through hell. You doing what? You doing what now? Yeah, man, we getting pedicures and shit. And I'm like, yo, y'all doing what? He's like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta make sure them dogs take care of them dogs. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Take care of the dogs. What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta take care of your feet, man. I wasn't into that.
No, I'm like, yo, you Freddie Jackson all of a sudden?
Wow, good. Goodness
gracious.
Goodness gracious, man. Y'all hear that? Wow.
Wow.
First of all, both of us being diabetic, right? It is imperative for us to have a proper upkeep of our feet.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't into that until I was like, hey man, you don't want your feet to go bad, man. Like you need to do something with these talons.
Yes.
I said, okay.
Yes. First of all, it's not attractive. You got to have your feet, you know what I'm saying? You got to have your feet looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then second, you know what I'm saying? All these, you know what I'm saying? You just make sure you take care of yourself. You do it to your face, you got to do it to your feet. Basically, it makes sense to me.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying though about this dude, about Al, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Yo, can we just finish the part 2 of Relationship Corner so we can move on to some other stuff? Because I felt like it was a cliffhanger yesterday. Was it a cliffhanger yesterday?
Yeah, it was absolutely a cliffhanger. I wanted to finish it on out.
That was a cliffhanger?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Chuck.
Yes.
So I got to get my thoughts together about it because I want to be respectful of everybody involved in a situation because it's not as cut and dried as two people meet, they start bumping uglies. Oh, I got a girl. Oh, now such and such. It's not cut dry like that. It ain't like the other stuff that we talked about in the past.
Right.
It's more like women always take advantage of men. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I talked to him yesterday, Big Al. I can't say his real name.
Right.
Out of respect for my man. And frankly, out of respect for me, man, I ain't want y'all knowing who my friends and stuff are like. And then y'all be like, yo, did it happen that way? What did Uncle Freezy do? You know what I'm saying? What Uncle Freezy left you out there, B? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I talked to him yesterday. And it's more like, oh, should we recap it? You want to recap what you heard yesterday?
Yeah, let's give a recap for those who weren't here yesterday, and for those who just need a refresher.
Okay. Shit, you know what? I should have. Man, dang it. Okay. So my man Al was a loner, minding his business, going about his business. And this is part 2, just to recap, right? My man Al was a loner. He hadn't been in a relationship with nobody. He not that type of dude that just hunt for girls. He like, yo, when love calls, I answer. Right?
All right.
He around girls. Not saying that he don't like women. He love women, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like one of them dudes. Just like when love calls,
he just ain't pressed.
Yeah, he like, I just hang out with chicks. You know what I'm saying? If something happened, one thing, you know what I'm saying? If it be like one of them Father MC joints, like you remember Father MC One Night Stand? All you want from me is a one night stand. Yeah. If that happened, then whatever, you know, right. like a normal dude. Like one thing lead to another, whatever. But I ain't trying to be Mr. Do Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just mind my business. So he minded his business. And he see this lady outside in the rain with an arm full of groceries. It's raining. He take out his umbrella. right? He take out his umbrella, right? Hey, DSJ, just real quick, everybody. DSJ, I should have called you, but yo, we lining up for that Hood Goddess remix. So it's me, Cully, Julian Blum, and we trying to get Chris Chang. Once we get in contact with Chris Chang, the four of us, we're gonna get with you and Chuck. And I'm gonna do my LL on that joint, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do my shorty. You must have lost my number. I fell into a deep slumber. You play me Long D and make a brother wonder. I'm gonna do my LL on that joint, bro. Cully is excited, bro.
Yeah.
But back to to Big Al, and we call him Big Al. He ain't even big. He a little dude. But anyway, it's raining, and I'm telling y'all the story as how it was told to me, because I did not eyewitness any of this stuff. I just know the people. Right. I didn't see any of this stuff happen. I'm just going by how the story was told to me in bits and pieces. Right. So Big Al minding his business, coming home from work. It's one of them dark, rainy afternoons. You know how you get off? It's like 4:30 in the afternoon, but it's mad dark outside. And it's in this dark, it's raining. And you know what I'm talking about? You know them dark, stormy afternoons? So my man is like minding his business. You know what I'm saying? He going to the house and he see this lady and she trying to walk real fast and got an arm full of groceries. She getting soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? So he got his umbrella. He like, yo, let me just help you. Let me carry them groceries for you. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, I got my groceries. And I don't blame her because it's one of them deals like, it's raining. You don't trust you ain't going to give your groceries to somebody and they just take off with your shit. You know you mad.
Yeah.
So he hold the umbrella for her. She put the groceries in the car and she turn around and look him in the eyes and say, thank you. She looked him in the eyes, and then he told me, he's like, yo, it's like she saw straight through me. It was like, and I know this lady, right? I know her. Me and her done worked at different places together, and she do have her stuff together. She got her stuff together, right? She a unit manager. You know what I'm saying? Me and her been in meetings before. She got her stuff together. And when I say got her stuff together, it's 6 a.m. in the gym, 7:30 on the way to work, 12 o'clock going to lunch, 1 o'clock back at her cube. You know what I'm saying? At 4:15, she out the door, blase, blase, blah, all this stuff, right? All this stuff. Like she got herself together. You know what I'm saying? Got her house. She always be, Uncle Freezy, I don't need no man. I got my house. I think she like, I got 12 more years and I ain't got no payment and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, motherfucker. Okay. All right. I know you got your stuff together. Okay. All right. Right. Like I be at the gym every morning at 6 o'clock. Okay. All right. Oh, God damn it. 6 o'clock. I'm still sleeping. Good. 6 o'clock, I'll be, but okay. She turned around, Chuck. She look at him in the eyes and say, thank you. And just look right through him. When he told me, I was like, yep, I know exactly. Because he didn't know that I knew her, right? But I know her. I know everybody. I know everybody. Everybody know me, whatever. It's just what it is. I live in an area where just about everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We down south, so. She tell him thank you. She take the umbrella, put it in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? They go their separate ways. Sunny days. Everybody loved them. You know.
Can
you You stand in the rain. Yeah.
in the rain.
She see him. She's like, yo, thank you the other day for helping me. I got your umbrella in the back seat. He's like, no, keep the umbrella, man. That umbrella ain't nothing. It only cost me $20. And she's like, and I'm like, a $20 umbrella? What the hell you shopping at? Macy's? This is me now. What you got a Macy's or something? Yeah, what the hell? My umbrellas cost like $4. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, he like she like, no, I says, here, take the umbrella. And so he asked her on a date. They go on a date. Fast forward, they in a relationship. Duty calls. He go to drill. He got to go to a thing where he gonna be away for 6 months. He go to this thing. 6 weeks. He go to this thing. As soon as he get there, he see all these missed calls. He trying to figure out what's going on. He always in Oklahoma, a place in a military place in Oklahoma, right? Multiple people calling him. They telling him what's going on. Something happened with his sister. I ain't want to get in there. I ain't gonna put his personal business out there. But Chuck, I did tell you about it, right?
Right. I understand. Yes.
Yep. He crying. He devastated. He heartbroken, bro. Ain't nothing he can do. He like, yo, I'm going to come back right now. And they're like, no. Don't come back. We was just telling you, just, you know what I'm saying, just keep praying and all that stuff.
Right.
So he, you know what I'm saying, he praying, all this stuff. He crying at his thing. Lady see him crying. She like, oh, man. She's like, everything okay? He's like, yeah, everything okay. But you can tell it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because men don't cry. Right? Men don't cry.
They're not supposed to show it, but come on.
Yeah. There's a Johnny Gill song. You heard the Johnny Gill song, Don't Cry? Oh, Might Cry?
I can't remember it.
Come on.
No, here's the thing. Just like the other day, we were talking about the Al Scratch. And I was like, I don't really remember him. But then when I listened to the record, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember these cats, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna find it right quick. I'm gonna find it right quick. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I'm gonna just make sure it's the right one. Yeah. Oh my God.
But
I just put the link to it in the chat. My bad, man.
Okay.
Let me turn this thing down at my end. So he crying, and this lady is like, yo, she fine, Chuck.
Right.
She fine. She looked like I think I saw her once.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her on Facebook. She looked like a 20-year-old Anita Baker. That's what she looked like. But Chuck, she not 20. Oh, she wasn't 20 then. She was like 32, 33. But she looked like a 20-year-old Anita Baker. What? I mean, she can't. I don't think she can sing, Chuck. She just looked like her.
Yeah, man, it don't matter. You think Anita Baker and 20-something was fine. That lady's still attractive, man.
Man, I ain't even. No, I'm just talking about I'm just talking about for your imagine, just to.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she like, you need some company? He like, no. And she's like, yo, I'm gonna just wait here with you just to make sure you're all right. So he opened up and tell her basically what happened to his family.
Right.
right? And so she stayed with him. She's like, yo, you need anything? You need? So she bring him something to drink or whatever, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she leave, ain't nothing, right? Like the next morning, she missing. And so the unit is like, yo, y'all seen
So
such and such? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, nah. We supposed to be here. This is the first day, you know how you get there the night before, everybody like, you know what I'm saying, check in and all that stuff because the stuff start the next day, right?
Right.
So the next day, everybody looking for like, nah. So him and another girl, right? Him and another girl go check on her. They knock on the door. She come in and they go in the room. And the way Big Al said is she got on the same clothes she had on the night before and looked like she been crying all night. Like she legit got on the same clothes and she been crying all night. And so my man is like, they talking to her and so she just break down and tell them that her husband left her for her best friend. They planned it. They waited for her to leave town to come to this so that they can leave. Husband's dumb husband left her a text message about this long on her phone. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even man enough to tell her face to face.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Scumbag.
Yeah.
You're
And
chump.
all she could, yeah, and so all you can see in the text message, like her response is like, why? Like why? She just keep typing why? Why you doing me like this? Why? That's all she can respond. You could see when Big Al was like, yo, when he looked at the phone, he was like, yo, it was so sad. It was like the saddest shit you ever saw in your life. This lady heartbroken, or she can't. Let me see. What is this playing in my? Oh shit! So Chuck. Ironically, when the Johnny Gill song go off, guess what start playing? Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
I'm telling YouTube. I'm telling you, the government, the government. But anyway, Big Brother, the eye in the sky. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they sitting there trying to console her, but they also got to get back to work. So the lady is like, yo, the lady that went with Big Al was like, yo, I just gotta get back to the joint because the soldiers is out here. And he's like, what the hell you want me to do? Like, just get her together and then come to the. So he mess around and sit on her couch and her thing. And she come down and sit by him and just lay on him and just start crying and boo-hooing some more. All she could do was cry. That's all she could do is cry. All she did was cry. Now, mind you, the night before, when Al told this lady, Christina, about his situation, all he could do was cry. When she met him, he was crying because of the thing that happened to his sister. Right. He's still getting over, or not even over. He's still dealing with it. He's still dealing with it, right? Mm-hmm. But then he choked up. He emotional, right. But she come back to her spot, thinking everything is good, and then she read the text messages, and her husband is like, yeah, you know. Me and such been together for like 2 years. And you know what I'm saying? We just finally decided like now the perfect time to tell you that I'm leaving. Me and her gonna get together. Me and her together and we gonna make it a thing. Right? When she gone, they didn't tell her face to face. They waited for her to leave knowing she was gonna be gone for 6 weeks. Right? So my man Big Al is just like sitting here like, what am I supposed to do? I already got my own stuff going on. Right? And he can't leave her because he's scared for her. He's scared for her, Chuck. You know how somebody be going through something and you kind of be nervous for them because you think they might do something to hurt themselves.
Right.
And she a stranger on top of that. Like, you don't know. You don't know.
You don't. You're
Right.
concerned. You're genuinely concerned about their well-being.
Yeah, I mean, but on a human level, not as a friend level, because they ain't known each other long enough.
No. No. I understand that, but then you gotta take into account this is the same person that did not know me and sat there and listened to the trauma that was going on in my life, right? That I'm dealing with. And here it is, you know, this person who was
Not even 24 hours later. Not even 24 hours later. All it was one night later.
Not even a night, maybe a couple hours, because she still had on the same thing from the night before.
Same clothes as the night before. And yo, if you ain't ever seen a woman cry through makeup, bro. If you ain't ever seen a woman cry through makeup, bro. Yeah. If you ain't never seen a woman cry through makeup, bro, that shit looks sad, bro.
Like melted candle wax.
Yeah, something like yeah. So she telling him like her backstory, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, you know what? You remember that song Slick Rick, A Teenage Love? A Teenage Love.
Oh yeah.
Teenage Love. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. A Teenage Love. Yeah, so it's like that. That's her story. That's her backstory.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They met in high school. They went through their trials and tribulations. Break up, get back together. Break up, get back together. Break up, get back together. And finally, they got back together. And then they was just cruising. It seemed like everything was perfect.
Right.
For like 12 years. And, excuse me, all of a sudden, out the blue, when she leave town to work, because she in the military, you know what I'm saying? She got a full-time job. She in the reserve. She going to her reserve thing for 6 weeks. She leave. Then her husband is like, "Yo, I couldn't bring myself to tell you this face to face. So and I couldn't find the words to say, so I'm typing it down in a text message. I've been basically what it amount to is that I've been screwing your best friend for like 2 years, and I think it's something more than just sex. You know, I'm moving out. I already had my bags packed when you had yours packed, and when you left, I left too. So I left my key in a such and such place. You know, don't try to fix this because it's not repairable and all kind of stuff. I'm out. I'm moving on. She reading this thing. She in a place that she ain't never been before, around people for the most part that she ain't never seen before, and she get this news. So the love of her life is gone. Right? At least she thought. So she got to come to grips with being single, a broken up relationship. Right? She in a state she ain't never been before, both mentally and physically. She in a mental state she ain't never been in before, and physically she in a state she ain't never been before. Right? And so she crying, but my man, Big Al, he hurt too. Because something happened, a family tragedy happened, and he wanna go. He wanna fight the air like Trey and Boys in the Hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he wanna do. But he can't, because he's sitting here with this lady laying in his arms. She crying because she heartbroken, devastated. She can't even get up like like he trying to get up, and she just like half fainting, half crying. You know what I'm saying? And so it's this weird situation of what do we do now? What do I do? And she confided in him. She just telling him everything. Right? Right? And so he is talking to her about this thing that's going on with his family. Right? And both of them, and this is Chuck, this is the part that kind of got me, that kind of touched me a little bit. He was like, yo, even though we had no connection, it was like we was connected. It was like for this moment, it was like this thing going on that I couldn't untangle. I couldn't get out. It was like a web pulling. This is how he described it to me. It was like a web pulling him in, and the more he struggled to move out of it, the more he got trapped into it.
Right.
And she said the same thing. It's like, no matter what it was, she was like, his comfort is what was actually making her stopping from doing something crazy. If he wouldn't have been there while this thing going on, she might have did something crazy. And she would never say what. She would never say what. She would never say what, probably because she didn't know what, but she would have done something.
Yes.
Right? And so, and y'all listen, I didn't want to get into because we told the story yesterday during relationship. Yeah. And so we told the story yesterday. I wanted to kind of get to the end of it and then move on and have some talks about some other stuff. But the more I started talking about it, just like when I talked to Big Al yesterday, the more because when I talked to him about it yesterday, he's like, man, I don't want to talk about that no more. And I was like, but they was like, you was out there singing Blackstreet. And he like, Uncle Freezy, I wasn't singing on Blackstreet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made me sick. Y'all be adding pieces to the story. All y'all do is gossip. And I'm like, man, I ain't no gossiper, bro. I don't gossip. You my man. But anyway, Chuck, what happened is they wind up doing the I want to call it the right thing. I want to say it the right way. They wind up having the love making out of comfort.
Comfort sex.
The comfort love making, yeah. The comfort love making. And the way he was like, yo, I was trying not to. And she was like, kept telling me, like, don't rush, take your time. You know what I'm saying? And she was like crying all over him, all limp. You know what I'm saying? And he was like trying to hold her up. And the more that he tried to hold her up, the more she was like hugging him, just like she just wanted to just be there in that moment forever. Right? This ain't sex. This ain't like you meet somebody at the club and it's just, you know, and you look at it. Right. It ain't that. It was like, you know what I'm saying? She was like wanting to be in that place where she felt loved and appreciated by somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he was in that place where he kind of felt helpless, but vulnerable at the same time. Wanting to feel strong, but he can't because he's helpless because of the stuff that's going on with him personally. And then the stuff that's going on with her personally. Right? And every day at work, all they could do was look at each other. Like after all they could do was look at each other, right? Like he's still trying to get over the fact that he had something going on. You know what I'm saying? He at work legit texting his mom, his family, and they're like, no, this is bad. This is bad. He at work. Like, you know how somebody be going through something and you walk past and you see them crying, but they not really sobbing. You know how they got that functional cry? You ever seen that, Chuck?
Yes.
Like mom be at work like, and tears just coming down their face.
Right.
They're like, yeah, I have them reports done in a few minutes, and tears is just coming down their face, like they trying to be like they not gonna cry. Like no matter how tough this thing is, they ain't gonna be broken by this thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like emotionally on the inside, like my man and Big Al told me, he was like, yo, if you was in that situation, you'd have been doing the same thing. And I was like, yep. Except I probably would have strangled everybody on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'd have strangled everybody on the East Coast, bro. If that thing happened to him, what's happened to me, it'd have been a manhunt on CNN. Be on the lookout for a 6'8" black man, 330 pounds. He got a bag of donuts and an orange skull cap. You know what I'm saying? That would have been me, right? A bag of donuts and an orange skull cap. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know. But the thing is she is at work, and Chuck, she not texting. You know why? She ain't got nobody to share her feelings with.
Oh, okay.
She ain't got nobody to share her feelings with, bro. She ain't got no mom. She ain't got no dad. All she got is friends and her husband. And I ain't gonna put her business out there either. But no, she ain't got no mama. And no, she ain't got no daddy. She ain't got no brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just her and her husband. Right. And then when that one thing went away, you know what I'm saying? That one thing in her life that she could depend on, her one rock, the one thing she could depend on, now he gone. And now she all alone. You know what I'm saying? And so this whole thing with them in Oklahoma is, you know, she trying to hold it together. And all of a sudden, Big Al is her temporary rock. You know, like, you know how you, Chuck, you know how you get dizzy a little bit and you just rest in a place just to get yourself together? Well, that was Al. Al was her temporary crutch. You know what I'm saying? And so Chuck, it come time for them to leave. And I know I'm telling the story all slow. We already been at this for like almost 40 minutes. And I didn't mean to get into all this stuff. Right. So, but anyway, it come time for them to get ready to leave. And Christine come to my man. It's like, yo, my cycling came on. It's supposed to come on Monday. It's supposed to come on Thursday. It's Tuesday. And Big Al, who, mind you, remember in the beginning of this, I told you, he don't deal with stuff like this. He's like, so just wait. It's like the mailman. It'll come sooner or later. He don't know. It's like, no, fool, that's not how this works. Every 28 days, every 28 days, every 28 days. He's like, I know you just said that every 28 days. Well, fool, it's been 34 days. So just wait. It's like the delivery man. He'll come with the package sooner or later. She's like, no, that's not how this works. She go get the thing. The thing is like inconclusive, whatever. She go to I'll go with her to the medic. The medic is like, yo, yeah, you got company. And so Christine looks at Big Al and was like, yo, I got company. Like, you got company? What does that mean? You got company. Mr. Vince, I know Mr. Vince, the only person in the chat that probably know what she got company mean. You know what I'm saying? But so she pregnant. And Big Al is like, what? You can't be. By who? She's like, fool, who? You the only person I've been with in 6 weeks. Now Big Al is like, oh my God. I got a girl. And I'm about to go back home. I ain't seen my girl in 6 weeks. I ain't seen my girl in 6 weeks. And how can I go back to my girl, the love of my life, who I ain't seen in 6 weeks, and tell her that I'm having a baby from somebody I barely even know? All these things is going through his mind, but Christine think that you know what I'm saying, he is just, you know, aloof because this is good news. Because Chuck, honestly, after the fact, Christine and her husband had been trying to have kids for years, and they couldn't.
Oh.
Now she met this dude in 6 weeks. Bingo. So now even Christine, if Christine did try to go back to her husband, now how's she gonna explain to her husband that he ain't never coming back? He out the story, but just follow the train of thought though. Right. How's she gonna explain to her husband that even if they get back together, she pregnant from a man that she don't even know? So it come time for them to PTS. It's time for them to go home.
Right.
It's time for them to PTS. It's time to go, or trying for them to go back home to their units. Mm-hmm. Right. They sitting outside. Christine's like, yo, ever since I told you, you've been acting funny. He's like, yeah, about that. I have a girl, and I love her, and I'll do anything for her. And this thing we had is an entanglement. Like legit, I was just minding my business. I didn't plan for any of this stuff. Christine breaks out crying right then. Right? Because she breaking up with, in her mind, she breaking up with a second man in a 6-week stretch. She breaking up with a second man in like a 6-week stretch. She mad. She kept his number, right? But things weren't never the same. Right? Al go home. He dodging Yolanda, right? He dodging her. Cause you know how body language tell it all. Like some things you ain't got to say with your mouth. Some things you ain't got to say out loud, but your body language give it away.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So he tell his mom, and he dodging Yolanda because he don't want to. He trying to figure out a way to tell her. Right. So he tell his mom. His mom's like, "What? What you do, boy? That girl love you, and you out here messing around in these streets." And he like, "I'm not messing around in the streets. You just like your daddy. Your daddy ain't shit. You ain't nothing." Mr. Bernie, and I ain't gonna lie to you, Mr. Bernie ain't worth 2 dead flies smashed together. He ain't. He sees something good, he gonna try to stick it. That's him. He's 70 years old. Same way. He been same way. I've been knowing him since I was a little, but I've been knowing him since the 70s. And he be like, "Man, you better not leave nothing female around Mr. Bernie. Everything female around him getting stuck." You know what I'm saying? But that's Big Al daddy. Big Al is nothing like him. He hate his daddy, bro. You ain't never seen something so outrageous as them two together. Mr. Bernie was like, hey, help me get these groceries out the car. He like, no, give me yourself, you get your own shit out your own car, you. That's how much Big Al hate his pops, bro. Right. So his mom, he tells his mom is mad because she thought Big Al was gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And Big Al, for the most part, is different, as he got caught up in entanglement. But his mom had been told those same excuses by Mr. Bernie for years. I mean, I was just pumping gas and the girl just jumped on me, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 excuses. And right, so when Big Al, and now mind you, Big Al is like 35, no kids, no nothing, right? Never, he ain't like that. So they doing his welcome home thing. And Yolanda just decided, she been calling Big Al and all this stuff, and he ain't been answering. She went by his place, he ain't answered the door, nothing, he ain't been home, nothing. So she go by the mom house because she know he gonna be there because of, they doing the welcome back, welcome home, blah, blah, blah. She ring the doorbell, ain't nobody come. She walk around the back. And the sister that had been going through the episode is back there, right? The mama is telling the sister about what happened with Big Al and Christine. Chuck, you know how you got the little throughway, like it's grass leading to your backyard? Like how you walk around the side of the house?
Yes, sir.
You got a fenced-in yard. You got the little grass around, so you go around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the little breezeway area.
Yes, sir.
Yolanda walked by the little breezeway area to go in the backyard, and she hear Big Al mama, yeah, child, this fool done went out of town and got a girl pregnant, knowing that girl love him. This is how she talking. They back there putting the tablecloth on the picnic tables and hanging up balloons and all kind of stuff. And she's like, yeah, the girl kept the baby. Of course, she gonna keep the baby. What's she gonna do with it? Throw it away? This is how down south women talk, right? Of course. A pretty girl too. I seen the picture. She pretty. All these things, right? And then Yolanda walked in the backyard, and she was like, "What?" And Big Al mama was like, yeah, it's best you know this. He didn't tell you. Yes, that fool boy done went to Oklahoma and got that girl pregnant. This time, Big Al already made up in his mind what he gonna say. He done bought some stuff. He done went to the jewelry store. He done got all the apologized stuff. He done got all the Ruben Studdard. So you remember Ruben Studdard?
Yeah. American Idol.
You remember Ruben Studdard? Sorry 2004 and all that. Ruben Studdard, American Idol.
Yes.
Yeah. So he in his Ruben Studdard mode, right? He no big dude like Ruben Studdard, but he got flowers and all this stuff. He like, yo, I'm gonna just lay that out on the line, and if she be mad with me, I'm gonna just be prepared to just take it like a man, just be a man about it. He see her, and the look on her face, like when Yolanda see him, she just start crying. And the first thing he's like, he looked at his mom and sister, and his mom was like, yeah, I told her. Yolanda gets in her car and she peel out. She haul ass. Right? And I see it, and then I see it at work. Like, and this is me, you all go, you can't play with my yo. You're just joking. She like, crazy. I ain't got time for this now. Your man done broke my heart. And I'm like, no, what? Like what he did. Like what he did. He asked you to do something. You know, he asked you to do something freaky you ain't like or something unexpected. What? Tell me. She like, no, this fool done went out and got a love child and wasn't even man enough to tell me about it. I had to hear it from his mama. And I was like, and she said it in the break room, Chuck. Like she told me in the break room, people just coming in, like trying to warm up their hot pockets and shit. And she said it like that, like all casual. Like this is over. Like she back on the market, right? Dudes, I look at my man like a dude. He managed another unit, and he like, yo, Uncle Freezy, don't start, bro. I'm just in here trying to warm up my hot pocket, bro. Don't get me caught up in. And I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So I get back to my desk, and you know how your job have like a no personal phone policy or whatever, and you don't want your employees to see you with your phone out, so you trying to sneak. You know what I'm saying? So I go in the bathroom and I hit him like, yo, what the fuck going on, man? What the hell you done did? He like, yo, mind your business, Uncle Freezy. Now ain't the time. Now ain't the time. I'm like, well, come on, man. What the fuck? What you doing? I wind up meeting him. And he tell me to scoop from his perspective. Right? I go home. On the way home, I get hit by Big Keisha on Messenger. Y'all remember Facebook Messenger? I get Facebook Messenger message like, yo, your man, no, for real. He messed up for real. Chuck, he go over to the house and he try to holler. Trying to go over the house. He trying to holler like, hey, come outside. I'm trying to just let me explain what happened. Right? She don't come to the door or nothing. Big Keisha come out. She don't want to see you. She said if you don't get off her property, she gonna call the police. My man tell her, yo, call the police. I don't care. She was like, yo, they're going to come over here and shoot you. He was like, I don't care. I'll just have to take that. But I'm not going nowhere. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to take showers. I don't want to do nothing. And he looked like it. Right? He looked like he did nothing to himself in days. Right? Man, this story long enough. Chuck, I'm at the end of it. I ain't want to say no more about it. You ready to move on to something else? Let's move on to something else, bro. Mr. Vince says, "Hey Chuck, I used to love Thelma myself." Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Chuck,
Yeah.
you tell Big Keisha he don't want to do nothing. He don't want to breathe. He don't want to eat. He don't want to sleep. He don't want to live. He don't want to do nothing if he can't do it with Yolanda. Right? Big Keisha is like, it don't sound like it. You got a girlfriend and a baby. You're like, yeah, I don't have no girlfriend. I'm by myself. I don't have nothing. I'm just here by myself. And I want my girl back. And Yolanda is telling Big Keisha, tell him to get out the yard or we're gonna call the police. He won't leave the yard. She called the police. The police come. The police ask Big Keisha, what he doing? He just standing here talking about he want his girl back. He like, what's the problem? We want him out the yard. They're like, sir, the lady say you trespassing. He like, I'm not trespassing. I'm standing in the street. Right? He like, and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, he leave. Right? He spend $400 on flowers, like delivered to her job to put in her cubicle. $400 worth of flowers. You know what happened to them flowers, Chuck? She left them flowers up there in that foyer area. She never touched them. Never touched them. Our HR person took them flowers out of the lobby and put them in the break room. Right? They got all this dude, all his emotions that he wrote on them cards, it stayed in the break room. People read them. Like, oh man, y'all, listen, why you? This man said he not gonna take another breath until he have you in his arms again. And she was like, well, that's gonna be a long time. Because we ain't never getting back together. So one important part. Let me tell you one important part real quick. Right? The police is standing out there. They trying to get my man to leave. He don't want to go. So he starts singing. He starts singing this Joji song. And for those that don't know singers, yo, when you a real singer and you get hurt, you sing. That's what singers do. When singers be in their feelings, like with me, I'm a fighter. When my feelings be hurt like that, man, I fight. Right? When singers get hurt like that, they sing. And Big Keisha was like texting me like, yo, dumbass man, and mind you, Big Keisha is like a jock. She a girl, she feminine and all that stuff, but she like the big girl, like the tall girl that like played power forward on the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on the track team, like throwing like the shot put and the discus and all that for the girls. She like the big girl that used to be the pitcher on the softball team or whatever. And so this dude is out there singing, and the police is like, sir, this is the last time I'm gonna tell you. And so he was singing all the way to the car. And he went home. He went to his mama house. And I was like, what you do at your mama house? He's like, yo, I just cried, man. Because I can't believe all this stuff happening to me. Why does... And Chuck, I know cats like y'all, you know, like to have all y'all stuff together. Y'all never have those why me moments. Why is all this stuff happening to me? What did I do to deserve all this stuff? I was just minding my business. And then out of the blue, all this just bam, just like that, my life changed forever. Just like that. Like he was just minding his business. He wasn't doing nothing to nobody, man. He wasn't doing nothing to nobody. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, his whole life changed. Right? All of a sudden, he got this family event that's happening. All of a sudden, this girl shows up from out of nowhere. He getting this entanglement he can't get out of. He know it's wrong. The first time he did it, he like, yo, how do I tell my girl? But now I'm entangled with this lady. How do I tell my girl? If I tell my girl, she gonna break up with me. And all this, he got all this stuff going on. And all he ever wanted to do was be with that girl that he gave the umbrella to. That's all he ever wanted to do, was be with that girl he gave the umbrella to. That's it. He wasn't no player in the streets. He didn't never keep drama going. He didn't do nothing. He did everything right, like how they said he's supposed to do. Right? He did everything like how they say you're supposed to do stuff. And then all of a sudden, he got this family event. And the family event itself is sad, y'all, but I ain't gonna get into that. But then all of a sudden he loses his girl. Right? And then when it happened, because if the thing with the family event would have never happened, it would have never led to this other series of events. He'd have been good. You hear me? He'd have been good. Right? Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, Keith Turner, what's good? What's up, Danny Landis? What's good? Forbes Phil, Hard Will, what's good? Subliminal 209's in the building. And so this one tragedy led to these other personal things, and all he can ask himself is, why all this stuff keep happening to me? He ain't never had no run-in with the police before. Now he got to run in with the police over because his girl his ex-girl won't even listen to him because his mama broke the news instead of him, just because he was slow to break the news because he didn't know how to do it because he ain't never been in that situation before. All these things. He like, yo, why me? Why is all this stuff happening to me? Right? So I hit him up after that. Right? And so this is what he tell me, right? I'm like, yo, B, they said you were singing to her outside, bro. What would you singing? He was like, bro, why you always be trying to play people, bro? I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to play you, bro. I'm just saying, if you look like Genuine out there, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get the mental picture. You're like, why you need a mental picture, man? Why you always be gossiping? I'm like, bro, I don't gossip, bro. I don't gossip. So anyway, Chuck, long story short, he was like, yo, the joint I sung out. So he's actually sung this joint, Chuck, a song. It's an old song called "You Are My Lady" by Freddie Jackson. Right? That's what he sung. He said he kept singing it over and over and over until she started crying. Right? And so Yolanda was like, nah, man, you hurt me, bro. You hurt me. Right? And he was like, yo, I know this. But I didn't just hurt you. I hurt a lot of people. I hurt myself. I hurt my mama. I hurt that lady. I hurt you. I hurt all this stuff. But I didn't do that on purpose. I got caught up in a situation. I got so nervous that I messed up. I didn't know how to tell you. And so from then on, from that day, Chuck, from that day singing in the yard Yolanda made him do everything over as if it was day one. Start all over from scratch. And every time he messed up along the way, she was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to go through this. This dude started this dude had to start with, "Hi, my name is Big Al." And all along the way, if he messed up something, she wouldn't call him and text him back and make him earn his way all the way back in. That day, Chuck, remember what I was talking about when I asked him what he was doing? He was taking care of his dogs. Guess who he was doing it with? Yolanda. Saturday morning, early, 8 o'clock in the morning, they going to get pedicures. She like, yo, I want to go to such and such park and pick flowers. He's like, what? She's like, I want to go to such and such park and pick flowers. Right? She made this fool get scissors, like these scissors, these snippers from Walmart, and like these baskets that you lay flowers in.
Yes.
Mo in there talking about it ain't scissors. Okay, all right. Mo in there trying to make sure I tell the story right. So yeah, it's like everybody. I'm Chuck. Everybody know the story, bro. I'm surprised you don't. Well, but you up top though. So, but anyway, and so Chuck, guess what this lady named Yolanda? Guess where she from?
Colombia.
She from a place called Latta. You ever heard of Latta?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she from a place called Latta.
Oh yeah,
right?
we ran against them a couple times. Yeah.
All right, Chuck. This story ain't about you, bro. This is about her. Yeah, man. And Big Al is from a place called Dillon, but they all worked in a place called Florence.
Because they're right there.
They all, they all commuted, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so he sung this song called "You Are My Lady," and so that was about. Oh, and here's the other thing too. I left out, and so Christine made Big Al pay for their first class airline ticket to Charlotte, and then like the little bumper flight to Florence, so they can go to, you know what I'm saying, so they can go to his mom's house in Dillon. And Big Keisha always be everywhere, bro. I swear Big Keisha worked for like the FBI or something. She worked for the NSA or something, because they was in the yard, right, with the baby like at that time, like 10 months old. And Big Al's mama can't get over how Christine looked in real life. She like, yo, girl, you are such a pretty little thing. How these dudes keep breaking your heart like that? Looking at Big Al, like trying to give him the hint that she preferred Christine over Yolanda. And I don't know why moms always do that. Moms always prefer the chick with the baby. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, they in the yard, right? Big Al is leaning on his car. Christine's giving the baby to Big Al mama. And Big Keisha pull up. And Big Al's like, just drop his head, because he already know what's going on. This happened before he got to see Yolanda in the thing with the police. Soon as Big Keisha saw all that, you know she gonna do a full report on the 6 o'clock news to her best friend Yolanda. She get ready to do she going to do breaking news, such and such, news at 11 to Yolanda, right? And that's why when Yolanda saw him, she was like, ain't no way. But anyway, Chuck, they together, right? They together, but they still dating, right? Like if everything started all over from day one. And my man was like, yo, when he saw, he was trying to explain to her, but he was about to cry. So he just busts out these words. There's something that I want to say. The words sometimes get in the way. I just want to show my feelings for you. There's nothing that I'd rather do than spend every moment with you. I guess you should know I love you so. You are my lady. You're everything I need and more. You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. Like he sung those words and out in the middle of the street with all her neighbors and all them people out there looking at him. Right? So that's the end of that story, bro. They together, but it ain't the same. I gotta use the bathroom right quick, Chuck. But I'll be right back, bro. But that's why yesterday when you said, yo, Al was wrong, I was like, Chuck, come on, bro. You got to be on the home team for this one, bro. I know how you feel. I know you have integrity, man. I know you got integrity. And I know you want to, I know you feel like right is right. But I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Shout out to Uncle Freezy. Pretty much telling the story again. Recaps are usually short and to the point. But I think he told it again and gave a little more nuance that maybe I would change my stance on how I look at it. Big Al, if you're out there watching, brother, I understand being caught up in a situation like that, especially emotions. You feel me? But I promise you, had you said you had a girl from the jump, none of this would have happened. Cause she would that chick wouldn't have been that open to do the things that were done. She would have still accepted your comfort, and got through it. But that, in my opinion, that was the first mistake, bro. Like if you would have said that from the gate, she would have checked herself. You know. And then 2, when it went down, that shit, you just got to rip that Band-Aid off, bro. You got to go to your girl and tell her immediately. Because when bad things happen, your girl does not want to hear it from other people. Right? Especially not first. She don't want to hear from other people first. She want to hear from you. I'm glad things worked out for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still rocking. You know, I know it's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. But you say you love her, so you know you're going to have to do what you got to do. But as far as my stance, nah, bro. I think like there were too many instances where you could have nipped it in the bud and it not go the way it went. But everything happens for a reason, man. Everything happens for a reason. I think this is definitely going to make you guys stronger. And the only reason why I'm not on you, I understand, Big Al. Don't misconstrue that. I understand, and that's a very sticky situation. and anybody can get caught up, right? And I know to you this may seem like Monday morning quarterbacking, but you know you have to take responsibility. Like this, like you're not. If anything, you're only a victim of your emotions. You know what I mean? Because it was a perfect storm. It was a perfect storm of tragic events that occurred to allow you guys to even be in that situation. But I promise you, if you would have said you had a girl, she wouldn't have at all.
Yeah, man. I
So my stance hasn't changed at all.
What?
For the simple, nah, it hasn't. I understand. I empathize. I sympathize. But my stance hasn't changed because, again, if the shoe was on the other foot, there's no way my girl could come tell me she pregnant by some other dude on some nonsense like that. It ain't happening. We're not going to be together. We are not going to be together. She could be standing out there blowing like Whitney Houston's "I will always love you." Guess what? I will never love you and your baby. So get off my property before I hose you down. Go get. You gonna get yourself off this property.
Is you gonna pull a Rihanna?
Yes,
I'm pulling out. Pull a Rihanna. Leave stay out there till the sprinklers come on.
No, I'm gonna get the hose myself. I'm getting the hose myself. I might even get the pressure washer. If you don't get jokes off my property, I'm not doing it. And that's me. So there are men out there that will forgive and forget, but you think I'm gonna be around here with you and you got a stomach out the head and people, oh man, congratulations. Nah, that ain't my baby. That's my girl and some dude and some other dude's baby. I ain't doing it. So with that in mind,
and then Big Dave gonna hit me up with his soft self. Big Dave, don't do this. You know how somebody you know how you be rocking, and people know you rocking. They're like, yo, they're like, yo, you know I do a morning show, man. Come through. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be busy in the mornings, man, but I'll see if I can come through. They'll never come through. And then as soon as you tell somebody's story, they be hitting you up on the phone like, yo, man, he a simp. I know that simp. He's soft as hell out there. Simp. That's why dudes get a bad name, man. He's soft. That sucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Fellas, why we do that, bro? Why we do? Did the first word? As soon as I see my phone light up, I see this dude. Man, that simp, man. That's why these tricks is out of control out here in these streets. These simp, man. Come on, bro. Really, man. First of all, we in our 50s, bro. We shouldn't even be. That's how you talk. That's how you treat. And you wonder why, like every time the women come around, they don't be wanting to hear you talk. Man, these tricks ain't about nothing. Right. They ain't about nothing. Everybody got tricks except you, though. That's because I ain't want none. But you here hunting for them.
Yeah, people like that I don't listen to at all. Their advice is never sound. Again, Big Al, like I said, I'm speaking directly to you, Big Al. Big Al, I understand. I empathize. Those situations are hard to navigate when you're dealing with emotions like that. Emotions
make you cry sometime. Emotions make you cry sometime.
Emotions are unstable.
Make you cry sometime.
You feel me? So anytime you're operating at an emotional capacity, things are going to go left. You can't trust emotions. You can't. And I feel like that's what separates
The men from the boys.
women. No, men from women.
Oh,
Because women usually operate in emotions. Usually. And yes, you could say boys too. You can say young boys. They operate in their emotions. They're not thinking logically. Because guess what? Big Al? None of this would happen. None of this, you wouldn't even be in this situation or had to go through any of this.
None of it wouldn't happen to him if that thing didn't happen to his sister.
No, time out. No. I can't. Even if that happened, because it did happen, right? Had you said you had a girl, you never told that woman you had a girl. You told her you had a girl, that would have never happened. Why? Because she would have looked at the situation that was occurring to her with her best friend and her husband, and she would have never gone there. She would have still sought you out for comfort and someone to talk to because she knew you were going through something, but that would have never happened. Never happened. You got to take some responsibility, bro. I understand you can't help what happened to your sister. You can't help the feelings and emotions that you were dealing with at the time, right? But that pertinent information absolutely could have kept you out of a lot of trouble. For sure. It's just like being at, let's say you go on vacation and you at the pool and there's a bunch of fine things down at the pool. Everybody got on G-strings, everything looking good, everything jiggling and wiggling, and you just sitting there and you ain't doing nothing wrong. You just sitting there, you got your feet in the pool, just looking, and they laughing, and you're just having casual conversation, and here comes your woman. So you're just gonna be down here with all these butt naked broads? No. You gotta know what situations you in, what situations to back yourself out of. Listen, man. Unfortunate situation. I'm sorry, everything that happened, all of it. I'm sorry for all of it, bro. But you guys, you that one little thing, man. I got a girl. None of this happens. You don't even have to worry about it.
So you ain't giving him a pass for nothing.
No. Uncle Freezy, because I can't give a woman a pass for that. I will never give a woman a pass for that. Same situation. My girl goes to drill for 6 weeks and she comes back talk about she pregnant from another dude because her brother got caught up in something, and now she's dealing with the emotions of her brother. And maybe let's add another layer to it. It's her twin brother. And it happened to her twin brother, right? And then it is some dude that's in her squad. His mom's is dying of cancer, and his girl left him for his brother. Yeah. And that's her story of why she's about to have this nigga baby. Kick rocks until you break your mother effing ankles. It ain't happening. Get off my yard before I hose you down. Because that's what you do to cats, stray cats that be wandering in your yard. You hit them with the hose. Get your side of here. Go on, get.
I feel you, Chuck.
But I'm not saying I'm not empathetic for Big Al. That's tough. I know how that goes. and you're talking to someone that may not have as much. I don't have a decade of military experience, but I got 4,
Right.
and I know how it is. I know how lonely folks get. I know when people are dealing with situations at home. Like, they always sending you somewhere. They always sending you somewhere. I'm always here alone with these kids.
Yeah.
And then they come back and she got another baby. And you ain't been home in 11 months. I've been around that stuff. Nah, man. Sorry, Big Al. I empathize and I sympathize with you, bro. Very tough across the board.
Yep.
But if you say that one statement, none of this happens. Because Shorty would have never put herself out there. Christine would have never put herself out there. You would have still been her rock and her comforter, but she would have never went there with you simply because she wouldn't want to do to another woman what her best friend did to her. Period.
And the baby is beautiful, bro. The baby beautiful. That's why the mama first grandbaby.
Yeah.
You can't tell her. Yeah, you can't tell her that.
No. So Al, I'm not hating on you, brother. I wish you the best. I'm glad that y'all are working it out. Clearly that this woman really loves you too. That she's willing to start all over. You know what I mean? Like I think that part right there is dope.
I think that part is whack, bro.
Starting over, no, he did wrong. She could have just said, forget you and all that. Man, take you and your tired songs home somewhere. Go be with your baby. Like, but clearly there's love there. Like, yo, we can't continue from this point on. We gotta tear the whole thing up and start from the beginning. Because now you're not the same dude that came to me with the umbrella. You're a dude now with a child. This is a different situation. Nah, man. Man, I'm sorry. I can't be a homo on that because I'm a sensitive dude, yo. And I ain't because I'm not going to cheat. I just won't be with nobody exclusively. I won't. I used to, the same thing that my man was saying about, him being soft and all this kind of stuff. I used to say the same thing about my cousin because he was a one-woman man. And I felt like, now that I look back, it was jealousy. Because he didn't have to try. When him and his girl broke up and the word got out to him and his girl broke up, man, Uncle Freezy, I'll never forget. A chick came to see him, and this chick was bad with a capital B, capital A, capital D. And she shows up in her Buick Celebrity with the rusty hood. Is your cousin there? And I was like, yeah. And I started coming to the car, and she kept pulling off a little bit. You know why? Because she was in the car naked. And she came to shoot her shot naked. I know you and old girl, y'all been together and y'all not together no more. And I felt like this was my opportunity. When he opened up that car door and that interior light came on, I said, oh, Lord have mercy. Why couldn't that be me? And he was like, nah, man, me and my girl, we just broke up. We might get back together next week. So, I don't think this is right. And I'm like, you don't think this is right? This could never be more right of what you're talking. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, this so soft, but no, he loved his girl. And he knew that this was just a rough patch and that they were going to come back around again. And they did for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And as I got older, I respected that. Like he was never that kind of dude. He was always a one woman kind of man. And you know what? That's what the other women saw in him. That he wasn't that type of dude. And that always intrigued him, right? Because guys, guys that look that good, they be conceited. They'll be running through. He never was like that. And so I can only imagine, like, if he would have came to tell me that girl would have been pregnant by somebody else, man, I'd have been like Bernie Mac on Head of State when he got off the train. I'd have been slapping everything and moving. But Al, man, you're a lucky brother. This second go round, man, make sure you do the right thing. Hey, Big Al, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I think I don't think you're a bad person at all.
Right.
I'm not judging your character as a person. You just
something happened. It happened.
Just something happened. Something happened. That's it. We all make mistakes, bro. I've made mistakes. I've definitely made mistakes. But because of those mistakes, I've learned and I understand who I am. Like, yo, I like big butts and I can't deny. Nah, seriously, man. Seriously, man. Hey, man, I'm glad that y'all working it out. And you seem like a genuine dude by Uncle Freezy's accounts. You just one little minor thing. That's it. I'm telling you, you would have said that, it would have none of that would have happened. Because what did she say when he said, "Yo, I got a girl"? What did she do? What did you say she do? She did. What did Christina do?
She cried, bro. Because she felt like that's the second time in 6 weeks that she was breaking up with somebody, and now she thinking it's something wrong with her, as opposed to something wrong with the situation she be in.
Right.
But you can't tell a woman that it's not her, it's the situations. Because women feel like when something go bad, it's them. Because they've been conditioned to think that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know.
I again.
Everybody fine. Big ass like, yo, that's yeah, man. Yeah, man. So my man, good, man. He in a decent place. He is chained to fool. That's what he is. His heart is chained to another heart, and that's where he want to be.
And that's great.
Yeah.
And that's great, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about Big Al, his situation no more, man. You know, I ain't trying to.
I think Bill. Yeah, and okay, and then the dude that don't never get no chicks is talking shit like, yeah, man, that's simple, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the game messed up right now, man.
Sit your behind down somewhere. I wanted to say something else, but man, you know, sit down somewhere. Man, shut up. What you know about the game? You ain't never been a part of the game. You ain't even on the sideline.
He be having advice, though. Stay giving advice.
See? Hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I ain't gonna pile on you, Al. I don't. That situation to everyone who's listening, everybody can succumb to the situation that Big Al was in, particularly with all of those circumstances that occur, like there's absolutely nuance to everything, right? And that was just a perfect storm of stuff to create what happened. But think about it, man. Like at the end of the day, man, a beautiful life was created, right?
Yeah.
A new relationship is created because Big Al and Yolanda is embarking on something new, something different, right? And guess what? This new life, this new beginning could be something even better than what it was before, but now it's just going to take more work. That's it. To keep to build that bridge of trust again. That's all. And it seems like Big Al is willing to put in the work. Like it don't seem fugazi. So I wish them the best. I wish them the best. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just to throw this out here, chat, gentlemen in the chat, if the situation was reversed and it was your girl, how would you deal with it? Would you be okay? Would you be willing to start all over?
I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Put a poll in the chat. Is Big Al a simp for?
No, don't put that in the chat. Don't put that in the chat.
Okay.
No, because he's not a yo. Let me tell you something, man.
Oh, so I gotta put a poll in the chat though. So
okay.
So let me. Is Big Al wrong for? Is Big Al wrong for? Is in. Let me put that in parentheses. Is entanglement with Christine and not telling yo. Is Big Al wrong for his entanglement with Christine and not telling Yolanda right away? All right, so I'm putting that in the community. All right, so y'all should see that right now. I just saw the option was there, Chuck. If I had known I could poll, I'd have been doing this. I didn't know you can do it if you wasn't big. All right. Oh, y'all killing me already off the rip. Off the rip, Big Al. Oh, there you go. Somebody cut Big Al some slack, man. I'm begging y'all, man. Please cut my man some slack, man. Please cut my man some slack, man.
Let me see. Let me see what the.
Okay. All right. Chuck, while we rock right there, I wanted to bring up another topic, bro. Let's get into health and lifestyle while that rock. All right, let's get into some health and lifestyle. Chuck, what the hell has happened to live singing, bro? Whatever happened to live singing? Bro, I saw the Drew Hill live perform. Man, if they don't, bro, if bro, come on. I heard New Edition live in studio. They did a studio performance, and I heard chicks singing. Did you see the one with RBRM, the Ronnie Bob, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike have a group. Then there's New Edition. Then there's Heads of State. Then there's Belle Biv DeVoe. Then there's Johnny Gill solo. Then there's Bobby solo. Then there's Ralph solo. Like all these dudes, it's so many different groups, bro. So I heard RBRM, right, singing Tenderoni, right? I guess this is about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And these fools had female backup singers singing right off camera, right? And I looked at Mo. I was like, Mo, you hear them chicks singing? She's like, nah, they ain't nothing but dudes. That's New Edition. And I was like, no. Listen to the vocals. Don't listen to them. Listen to the vocals, right? And we started listening to the vocals, and we could hear girl voices. I wanna rock with you, baby. So we hear all this stuff. We hear the rock with you, the Roni, and we hear like the female voices, bro. And so I'm like, damn. And then they pan the camera to Mike. Mike is facing the other way, and he ain't even singing into his microphone. So that made me. So this thing, ghost singers are real? What is going?
Yes, especially if you're not vocally inclined, for sure.
Nah, bro, ghost singers, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Come on, like let's be real, man. Like those dudes weren't vocally solid like that. And then over time, there was there's deterioration in their voices.
Yes, especially not just them, because I heard Ron and Ricky voice. There is something there, but their voices have gotten better over time. Bobby voice, no, it has not gotten better over time. Right, it's not gotten better over time. Right, I don't even know why Bobby is a lead singer, to be honest. Probably because he's a showman.
That's why.
Right.
But so in music, there's always been the showman, but who wasn't necessarily the best vocalist, but they can put on a great show. And then there were people with amazing vocals, but they couldn't dance, they couldn't move, they really couldn't.
Luther.
Right. So you had a whole bunch of stuff going on behind
Freddie
him.
Jackson. Yeah. Freddie
You know,
Jackson.
flashing lights, dancing, and all that kind of stuff, right? But then you get that rare combination of a person who can really blow, and they're one heck of a performer.
Right.
But they're
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Right.
Not Prince. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are more labels willing to take the chance on the performer,
right?
Because they have the charisma to sell something or make you want to buy something. Versus, yo, I really like this person's voice, or I really dig their musical style. And so right now in R&B, you have a lot more of those guys. That's why when I saw the Ray J that battle and all that stuff that led up to them, all of those guys that were in the early 2000s, those R&B groups, and guys, once they got up there and started singing, I was like, Y'all couldn't sing. Couldn't
Right.
sing then. Can't sing now.
Can't sing now. Right. Nah, I feel you.
Ghost singing has always been a thing. Millie Vanilli,
no, it's true.
CNC Music Factory.
Oh,
Like that list goes on and on and on.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Wait, Janet Jackson. When has Janet Jackson had a ghost singer?
I never said she had a ghost singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never said that.
Oh, okay.
I do have a Janet Jackson story though.
Okay.
Yeah, the church singers can sing. They've been singing at such a young age. And in the church, they find the passionate singer too. Like the little ones, they sing when they, man, like when you go to church, like the little kids, the passionate singers, the one that want to get better, they fight their way to the top.
Yes.
And they wind up singing like a solo or something for pastor anniversary or something. Or a church anniversary or something. They put the baby up there, make you go in your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not breaking no cardinal sin, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying, when you want the church to get in the spirit, you either get the old man, the old man who can sing. The old man, he like the old man, he'll get up there and sing something like an old song, like Going Up to Yonder. And y'all know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, get Deacon Chester. Deacon Chester like, no, y'all go ahead. I'm all right. I've been, my sugar been off all week. Like, come on, Miss Chester, I'll walk up there with you. You're like, no, not ain't the time. And then he won't do it, right? And then after the service, you find out that Mr. Chester done got sick and he missed like 7 to 8 Sundays and he be on a sick and shut-in list. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see Mr. Chester come back, you're like, hey, Mr. Chester back. And they're like, Mr. Chester, please, man, just sing it one more time. And Mr. Chester be like, no. And the pastor say something like, Mr. Chester, God been blessing us to have you here and everything and such and such. And Mr. Chester be like, okay, I'll do it this one last time. And Mr. Chester get up there and open up them pipes and singing Going Up to Yonder. And then them young girls that been trying to fight to get their solo, they hit them Going Up to Yonder, that backup Going Up to Yonder, and then that church be rocking. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Or Miss Chester be like, no, I ain't gonna sing that one. I ain't gonna sing Going Up to Yonder because I'm just happy to be here. Y'all mind if I sing Oh Happy Day? and them young girls, that be they chance to bust out they sister act vocals on that. They sister act background. Where Jesus, and they back there, right? And Mr. Chester be saying, yeah, man. Well, people be throwing a light bill in the basket. Yeah, take my light bill money. Yeah, man. But Chuck, whatever happened to live singing, bro? Drew Hill sounded terrible. New Edition sound terrible. I saw the did you see Charlie Wilson new video? It's Charlie Wilson, Johnny Gill, Babyface, and Casey from Jodeci.
No, I haven't seen that. That's something worth checking out.
Yeah, definitely. That it's produced by Babyface. I saw it. They old and over the hill. Never been a Charlie Wilson fan in his old age.
Mhm.
Love Charlie Wilson in the 80s, though.
I appreciate Charlie Wilson in his old age because I became an Isley fan after, you know what I'm saying? Because I always
you were
heard the record.
you a 2000s Isley fan?
Well, I was born in the 80s, so anything prior to that he had done is not anything that's on my radar until I'm like, yo, who is that dude? Like, I've heard him sing before. Like, I've heard like this voice before, and that's like Ron Isley. You don't know Ron Isley? And I was like, Mr. Biggs. No, Ron Isley.
No, Ron Isley, the Isley brothers.
And then that made me go back, and I was like, yo, this guy been slapping since the 60s.
Yeah. since the 50s. They wrote Shout in the 50s.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That was the very first thing, because back then when I discovered him,
he was 13.
Wow.
Yep, he was 13 when he wrote Shout, and a lot of people took credit for it over the years.
Yes.
And he finally got credit for it, like in the 80s. He had to wind up suing everybody, and they had to back pay him all his bread. Now,
right,
Yeah.
because if you let the movies and history tell it, because someone was like, the Temptation song Shout, I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, not when I put it in LimeWire. When I put it in LimeWire, when I put in the Isley Brothers in LimeWire, Shout came up.
Shout. Yep.
Like, it was one of the first joints to come up. And so I just downloaded a whole bunch of stuff, burned it to the CD, and I just rode around and just cruised. And it's like, I've always dug the dudes with the falsettos like that, because usually they had these like really deep or raspy speaking voices, but they could hit these crazy high notes. Ron Isley and the Isley Brothers are definitely one of my favorites. Definitely. I'm surprised Drew Hill, those guys didn't sound good. And I'm surprised this Charlie Wilson, that record didn't sound like, I don't think those guys have a
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I want to say something, but I want to say it correctly. I don't want to be misconstrued. A lot of the older singer-songwriters don't know how to tap in to what's going on today and take what they have to offer that made them special, right? And make it work for today. No, we got to take it back. We got to keep it. And I'm like, and the records will sound dated. So does this record sound dated, or?
Hey, did you know that Drew Hill right now is not the original Drew Hill?
Yes.
It's a combination of Drew Hill and Playa.
Yes.
Cheers to you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't they let Smoke sing? Every time I see them perform, Cisco singing.
Oh, well, when I saw the 25th anniversary or something, like those
Trumpet Awards.
They killed it. Nah. It was BT 25. It wasn't the trumpet.
But you see the light skinned dude on the end, right?
The
The light skinned dude. The light skinned dude. He used to be the lead singer of Player. Timberland, Maganu, Missy, Aaliyah, Player. That Virginia. Yeah, but you know who Player is. You know who Player is.
Oh yeah, I know who Player is.
And for those that don't know the difference, not Player, not Baby Come Back. Doom, doom, doom. Baby, come back. Not that Player. Player. Excuse me. So Chuck, I got another thing I want to ask you too, man. Whatever happened to Blue Eyed Soul? You remember Blue Eyed Soul?
I'm sorry. I had music playing in my ear. Say that again,
Whatever happened to Blue Eyed Soul?
Blue Eyed Soul.
Yes.
I'm unfamiliar.
Sarah Smile. Sarah Smile. Hall of Notes.
Okay.
What you won't do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Got everything. John B.
Okay.
Joss Stone. Remember Joss Stone from England?
Okay. So we're talking about
Lisa Stanfield.
Okay. All right. Now I get what you're saying. They still they exist.
Yeah, but no new music is coming out.
No.
Right. No. That's what I'm saying. What happened? Whatever. What is it? Just the decline of soul music in general?
Yes, it is. It's a decline in general. That's why when people heard Silk Sonic, everyone gravitated to it because it was a throwback of yesteryear.
Yeah.
It had enough of new flair, but just drenched in it. That's why you remember when what's my man's name? He did Uptown Funk and was it Ryan Lewis?
Bruno Mars.
No, the guy that actually wrote and produced the music. Bruno sung it.
Oh yeah.
He sung it. Rick Brunson.
Yeah.
Rick Brunson. Like he understood that.
You sure it's Rick Brunson? How he gonna write music and have a son in the NBA at the same time?
Nah, man.
You mean Mark Brunson?
Mark Brunson. There we go. There we go. Mark Brunson. There we go. Because you saw that he was recreating certain records and sounds, like he did the record with Mystical Feels Good, and it sounded like a James Brown record, and Mystical sounded like James Brown on it.
Yeah,
folks aren't doing stuff like that, or singing like that anymore. So that's why you can get Mark doing that. Mark Ronson, and then you can have Silk Sonic come along and create the wave that they did.
What was that? 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just that whole album. If you haven't heard it, it's just like a throwback of all of the good stuff you used to listen to or you heard your parents listening to. Simply Red.
Yeah, holding back the years, holding back the tears. Because there was one was the original, Holding Back the Years, or Holding Back the Tears, and then I think Angie Stone did a Holding Back the Years or something, Holding Back the something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Miss Mocha about that last night, about how the blue-eyed soul sound is a sound of Philadelphia, like a sound out of Philly. Like so there was Daryl Hall and John Oates, right?
Right.
And so John Oates was the creator of the sound, and Daryl Hall just showed up and sung the hell out of it. Look like I Can't Go For That. Remember that?
I
The
can't
D Nice
go
beat.
for that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I the reason why I was listening to this song by Common called The Light, right? And people don't know, when they see Daryl Hall, it sounds so much like Daryl Hall. There are times when you need someone, I'll be right there by your side. That's actually Bobby Caldwell,
Yes.
the same dude that says, "What you won't do for love.
Yes.
You'll try anything, but you ain't let go." You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's Bobby Caldwell. Bobby Caldwell is lost to history, bro. Bobby Caldwell is that dude that bro.
I thought he was black. When I heard that song, I thought he was black. When I was like, wait, what? Wait, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And then when you hear The Light, there are times when you need someone. There are times, and see Daryl Hall. You know Daryl Hall, White, because as soon as you see him, you can't mistake. But when you hear
that voice, yeah.
Like the first time I heard Man Eater on the radio, doom, 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 it sounded like Part-Time Lover. You remember Part-Time Lover? Remember the bass?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 Part-Time Lover. But then you hear Man Eater, doom, 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 doom. You like, yeah.
She'll eat you up.
Yeah. Yo, Michael McDonald. I forgot about Michael McDonald. Yeah, man. Michael McDonald. I
thought he was black too.
Yo, back in the day, you could not go in Best Buy.
Yo, for real.
Without that display, Michael McDonald live on the. You remember the TV wall? Remember you used to go in, so they have a big TV wall?
Yes.
And you go in there, and Michael McDonald be like, and they're singing and taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Yeah, man. Oh, James Ingram, Chuck. People don't want to hear that Quincy Jones story about him and Michael Jackson falling out. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got somebody." Mike, you think you could sing? I got somebody. James Ingram, bro. Very slept on vocalist. Very. I'm putting James Ingram up there with any vocalist of that era. Any vocalist. Yeah, I'm talking about late 70s, 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Any vocalist, right? Even my favorite vocalist of all time, Luther Vandross.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that he better. I'm just saying I'm putting him up there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Who else is there?
I'm just
Should we include Joe Cocker?
Absolutely, you got to include Joe Cocker.
Because I think he was the original, bro. Yo, because no lie, you ain't gonna say you watched the original Wonder Years. Ain't no way you gonna say you watched the original Wonder Years and thought that Joe Cocker was a white dude from London. There is
Never.
no way, bro. I remember seeing you know that with a little help from my friends, right? You know who originally performed that song, right?
No, who originally performed the song?
The Beatles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And but you know what though? You notice you never hear their version. Like when's the last time you heard the Beatles version of with the little help from my friends? Probably never, right? Probably never.
I want to say a commercial once, but I can't even put my finger on exactly which one it was. Sometimes, man, the cover overtakes the original. Just like It's like I Will Always Love You.
Oh yeah, the Dolly Parton one.
Yeah.
And
it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
it's not bad at all. But Whitney put that sauce on it, and it's forever her record. Even Dolly was like, it's her record.
yeah.
Just once, man. That's what I was just listening to. Like, yeah, I had to get reacquainted. Yeah, James Ingram is a bad mofo, for sure.
Yeah, man. On that Blue Eyed Soul though, do you prefer Joe Cocker or Michael McDonald?
I'm gonna go with Joe Cocker. Just because I'm just
because you love California Love. Boom, 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 boom. California knows how to party.
I like Joe's tone. I like Joe's tone a little better.
Right.
Because if I'm being honest, man, Mike sometimes sounded like he had cloth in his mouth or something.
Yeah.
And that's just me. But I prefer Joe's tone a little better.
Right. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I would say studio, I would take Michael McDonald because I love Michael McDonald in Perfect Conditions.
Okay.
Like I would buy Michael McDonald stuff and Steely Dan stuff. I'll buy Steely Dan and Michael McDonald before I buy Joe Cocker. Now,
do I gotta pull out my Steely Dan record?
right. But live, it's Joe Cocker, bro. It's like, who would you rather prefer, Anita Baker or Shaka Khan? Live, hands down, it's Anita Baker. Because it's a performance. It's everything that go along with it.
Right.
Like Anita Baker gonna be singing and she gonna walk to your table and grab one of your chicken tenders and eat it and walk back on stage. You know what I'm saying? Did this bitch just eat one of my chicken tenders? You know what I'm saying? Did she walk off the stage away from the microphone? Come to your table. Excuse me, y'all. I just saw the waitress deliver these. Man, they look so good from back there, man. I just gotta and eat it and walk back up and smoke a Newport and get right back in the song as the trumpet player finishes solo, right? But records, like Perfect Conditions, bro. Because think about it, both of them have a song called Angel, right? Like so, Angela Winbush has an angel, Shaka Khan has an angel, Anita Baker has an angel, right? And every year I switch up which one I prefer. Because I love Angela Winbush, bro. I think Angela Winbush and Melissa Morgan are so slept on as vocalists, bro. I think Melissa Morgan has a Gladys Knight-ish appeal to her. Her voice don't sound like Gladys Knight, but I'm saying what she does with her voice reminds me of Gladys Knight, right? Like Gladys Knight has like subtle ad libs that you hear during a song, and it sounds like it's perfect. Whereas Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle have strong ad libs, and you know they about to, in the studio, Patti flapping her wings. You know what I'm saying? The best movie soundtrack? Yeah, Mr. Vince. Yeah, I'm with you. Angela Winbush, bro. Oh my God. I mean, do I have an Angela Winbush? I think I got Angela Winbush.
Dun, 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 dun. Here we are in this big old empty room.
Yeah.
Staring each other down.
Yeah.
You, me just as much as I want.
She murdered that too. Prince should have never let her do that. Prince should have never. Because Prince songs are hard to sing. Because Prince is a weirdo singer. Like he a weirdo singer, right? It's like not that he's not talented, but you got to be in a Prince mindset to get the best out of these. Like when you sing in Little Red Corvette, you can't just be like reading the words, Little Red Corvette. Baby, you got this little. Nah, Prince ain't talking about no. You got to be in that mindset. Like you got to be in that mindset. Like, I see you across the room, girl, and I can't wait to get in that little red Corvette. That's what you got to. That's Prince's mindset.
Right.
Prince looking at you from across the room, singing in your window while he pumping, like he going to Little Red Corvette. You know what I'm saying? Prince was strange, bro. Prince was strange, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like he studied music, and he studied different vocal stylings, because to this day, man, like Adore,
yeah,
like he was scatting on that record.
Yeah,
like that was just like word. But it sounded amazing. It's still amazing. One of the greatest love songs of all. Michael Bolton. I would take him over McDonald. Michael McDonald.
Oh, okay. I like Michael Bolton too. Blue Eyed Soul for sure.
Yes.
It's just he didn't do as much original music. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. And my step pops was a big Michael Bolton fan, and he would play his music a lot. I mean, a nauseating amount.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he was doing a lot of covers. Janis Joplin wasn't really Blue Eyed Soul.
That bitch was crazy.
Yeah. And
I didn't know her habit was so bad either.
No, not at all. Not at all. She's a part of the infamous 27.
Yeah.
27 Club.
Yeah.
Let me see another like.
I like Tara Kemp. People don't like Tara Kemp. She's another name lost to history, bro.
This is 80s, right?
Late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah, she's in that group. It's a Lisa Stansfield, Jane Child, Tara Kemp. It's a bunch of ladies in that era. I think overall I like Lisa Stansfield. What's the lady from the Eurythmics? Remember the lady from
you gotta be patient with me. My brain don't operate like yours.
Dane, yeah, Taylor Dane too. Yeah, yep, Taylor Dane. You remember the Eurythmics? Sweet dreams are made of these.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Yeah, the lady and
Annie
Lennox. That's her, Annie Lennox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody. I always preferred her version.
Yeah.
No matter how many people redid that joint, I always preferred her version. It was something raw about those vocals to me.
Yeah.
Like they just work. Yeah.
And New York Hot Tracks with Carlos. Oh God, I'm getting old. You remember New York Hot Tracks used to go? We used to be getting dressed to go out, and New York Hot Tracks would be on, and they'll be playing all the joints. Every time I think about New York Hot Tracks, I think about how that dude used to always make us listen to The Reasons. I'm like, yo, why are we listening to The Reasons by Earth, Wind, and Fire 12 o'clock at night? You get ready to go out and have some fun, and you and then the reasons why we here.
Yeah. Not Boogie Wonderland. Yo, that song is beautiful, man. Yo, them horns on that record, man, is just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. That group that's a great musical band. They might be the second greatest soul band of all time.
And who's number one?
Kool and the Gang. Come on, bro. Let's not do that. It's not even close. Who's first? New Edition?
Why? First, yo, here's the thing about
I always find a way to throw shade at New Edition.
hey, Chris, man. Chris from Boston, man. You got to come check your man. He's always throwing them Boston boys under the bus.
It's because I'm mad at them, Brody. Yo, how do you mess up a thing that is so good? Think about it. Think about if somebody came and discovered you, and they're like, "Yo, all we want you to do is just make music, bro. We just make music. Just do what you do best." And they're like, "Nah, I think I'm a party, or I think I'm gonna create a fake beef with Teddy Riley. I don't like the fact that guys on the same stage with us." Why? Chuck, did you get a chance to see that interview, the Teddy Riley thing? And Teddy Riley said he left Guy because the New Edition guy shooting one of his homeboys, killing one of his homeboys, is the straw that broke the camel back. He's like, I just can't do this guy thing no more, bro. I just can't do it. I just can't.
Nah, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out today though. I got some time in between working on that remix. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. Hey, y'all, listen. This Hood Goddess remix gonna be fire. This Hood Goddess remix gonna be fire, man.
Yes.
You need DSJ to redo vocals.
Yeah. So I'm gonna chop it up with him. I hit him up this morning. I told him to send me the original vocals as a bass line. of the direction that I want to go, because I'm definitely I don't want to give it away. I want everybody to hear it. I want everybody ears to explode.
All I'm saying is I'm going first because my verse gonna be fire. Uncle Freezy with the fire verse.
Okay, Uncle Freezy setting the tone. He's setting the tone. Okay.
I told Cully that face to face, like, Cully, I know you got skills, but you might have to go like second or third. Like, it'll probably be me leading off and Julian Blum finishing off. Cully was like, what? Cully gave me the look like, who you think you talking to? So I already know the competition is gonna be crazy, bro.
Yes.
The competition could be crazy.
Yes. But we're definitely going to get into that. So I want to make sure everybody get their shine, get their verses. Everything is clean. I'm not the greatest engineer, so but I'm gonna make it do what it do. It's absolutely gonna be presentable.
All of y'all are in the city though, right?
Yeah.
I might have to come up to Queens because all of y'all are in the city.
Yeah. Oh, Julian Blum is in the city?
He in that area.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cully is in that area.
Okay.
So I might have to drive up that way.
Yeah, man. If y'all,
come up that way and grab some Gorilla Glue on the way and some cigars, man, and some.
You don't have to grab any of that stuff. If anything, I have a overabundance,
a surplus. Like, yeah,
yes.
I got a surplus.
And I ain't trying to be like, yeah, man. Chuck buys it by the jar.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I buy it by the mason jar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
yes, sir.
To the Blue Eyed Soul thing, there was so many Blue Eyed Soul singers, bro, that you just can't keep track of them, man. Because I was debating Ms. Mocha last night. Who do you prefer, John B. or Robin Thicke? Right? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I prefer Robin Thicke. Because all John B songs sound like either him, Babyface, or Tony Braxton can sing them. All John B songs, except for the one little dance joint. Don't talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was hot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That one was fire. But all the slow jams, all of them sound like either him, the Tony Rich Project, Tony Braxton, or Babyface could all sing. You remember the Tony Rich Project?
A little bit.
96. They came out at the same time as Christian. Who else came out around that time? Uncle Sam.
Okay.
Drew Hill. Who else came? There's a bunch of guys. It's a group. Rough Ends. That's the group I'm trying to. You remember? Yeah, the Rough Ends. That's how.
Ends.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Drew Hill Boys. Yeah.
Oh, I know this guy. Yeah.
The Tony Rich Project. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
yeah. And there's something about when Babyface writes stuff for you, it sounds like Babyface wrote that for you.
It sounds like Babyface wrote it. Except the joint that it was Babyface, LL, and Shalimar. Remember the Babyface, LL, Shalimar joint? Oh God, I can't remember.
I gotta hear it to refresh my cannabis memory.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro! You know I know everything. You know I know everything about music, right? And I shouldn't. I'm talking about old music now, not new music. I don't know everything about new music because I don't listen to new music like that. Yep, I do remember Uncle Sam. Yep, I do remember that. Okay.
Oh.
The shiny suits. They got on shiny suits, right? Is that the shiny? That's the shiny suit era,
That's
right?
the Chinese. I remember this record.
Yeah. Hey, Ron's like, yo, what you know about R&B? Yeah, I know everything, and I shouldn't. I wish I didn't have so much useless information in my head. I wish I knew less about that and more about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wish I knew less and knew more about other stuff. So, yeah, man.
Yo, there's so much music out there.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about this. Right, I remember when this came, and I remember saying to myself, "Yeah, I don't know. LL was my favorite, but this is
yeah." So when you see the Charlie Wilson joint, you're gonna be thinking the same thing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Oh, Babyface took another classic and threw shiny suits on dudes. Took an old school group and yeah. All right, man. All right, so I got a couple of things to clean up before we get out of here, bro.
Okay.
So I want to do the poll. I'm looking at the poll, 14 votes, and I'm just gonna I'll leave the poll up. Just leave it up just for people to come through but 14 votes. The numbers are 79%. Yes, Al was wrong for his entanglement with Christine and not telling Yolanda right away, and 21% no. And my takeaway from that is people are mean.
Yeah. Oh snap!
People are mean, bro.
People are honest, man.
Yeah, not so much. because think about it. If people were honest, we would never have had to ask that question, right?
Right.
Right. Just real quick, I wanted to get. I think me and you and I talked about this in February, and it just came back on my heart last night. Do you remember Club Wars? Anybody? So Mr. Vince may remember Club Wars. It was like this underground war going on between, with up and coming singers in the city, right? Mm-hmm. There was a Freddie Jackson in that camp, a Melissa Morgan. It was like a Freddie Jackson, Melissa Morgan, Miles J type of camp. There was a Keith Sweat camp. There was a Luther Vandross camp. There was a Anita Baker camp. And they used to all battle, not face to face, but around the city.
Right.
And you used to hear on the radio, Saturday night, live at the Silver Shadow, Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? and cats will be on another radio station, like live at the Palladium Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Keith Sweat live in studio, and yeah, and this be doing Keith Sweat, yeah. If I had job money, I'd be at the Sweat concert.
Hold up. Your tongue ain't heavy enough. Your tongue ain't
Yeah.
I thought at times Keith was gonna break out and fuck him and fuck a tash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh boy. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I think I know where you're going. Go ahead, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, and so there was a Mirage in the Bronx and Jersey City, right? And so they'd be like, live at the Mirage in Jersey City this weekend only 3 nights. Luther Vandross. Tickets available for 2 shows. Show number 1 starting at 7:30. Show number 2 starting at 10 o'clock. And Keith would be like, yeah, for my money, I'm coming to see Keith Sweat at the Palladium Friday and Saturday night. and then like Anita Baker would be on like some radio like 92.5. And she'd be like, yeah, we gonna rock the house. If you got some money, if with y'all money, I would come see me at such and such Friday night. And so it was like these little teeny little beefs going on, right?
Yeah. Like who could sell out tickets? Who could sell out a show? Yeah,
man. And so since they wasn't big, now remind you, these groups, these acts were not the major acts at the time were Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Right. Michael Jackson could never do these venues because they were too small. Right. Because these venues hold like 600 people. Right. If Mike show up, you gotta block off 10 city blocks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for Keith Sweat and them and dudes and other small groups that's trying to come up, like the Force MDs, right? Like Full Force. It was whack, bro. Full Force. Chuck, you ain't never seen a group so whack in all your.
Wait a minute. You're saying Full Force is whack?
No, listen, in this timeline.
Oh, okay. All
right, in this timeline, you got to follow me, right?
Okay, all right.
So in this timeline, Full Force was so whack because they couldn't figure out what style they wanted to be. So they tried to suit and tie. They Pops was making them wear suit and ties, right? Because these dudes they was little. They was like the stair steps, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. You know what I'm saying? They was all these brothers. And what they did was they finally just was like, fuck it, we ain't gonna do what nobody tell us to do. We just gonna come up on the stage and we gonna be raunchy as hell. That's what they did, bro. And Full Force is born, right? But look, all these groups like is coming around like battling for your club money, right? Like say I come up to the city and you're like, yo, you want to go to the club Friday night? Yeah. Where we gonna go? Well, Keith Sweat gonna be at the Palladium. For real? But I heard Luther Vandross gonna be at such and such. You know what I'm saying? And so that, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can catch both. Maybe we can, you know what I'm saying, go such and such at 7:30 and then catch the train over to such and such and check out such and such and such and such.
Yep.
And so they was like these little wars. Like, and so my cousin tell me this story, and I don't know if it's true or not. But Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, who was another part of this, this thing, right? Yeah, the Force MDs too, right? So Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was performing at such and such place in like the Bronx or something. And they look from behind the camera, they look from backstage, and there wasn't nobody in there. They like, what the fuck going on? We Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And the dude was like, yo, y'all better be dope because y'all told me y'all was dope. A man across town told me y'all sold out. Ain't nobody in here. What's going on? Well, what happened was this new rapper had came out. A dude named LL Cool J had just came out, right? And he was performing at this club in Manhattan, right? And everywhere he went, the joints were sold out, right? And this is new to us because usually what sold out means like all your B-boys and all your homies was just busting in there, even Anita Baker, even Lisa and Cult Jam. Like even and whoever it was, is dudes would sell out these things. Well, what happened was LL came out and the women was buying up all the tickets. The tickets would be sold out. Like they would, remember they used to take the little magnet and slap it on the window? Sold out. You know what I'm saying? They were selling out like 2 days before the show. And we was like, what? I can't just go over there and get a ticket. Nah, they've been sold out since Wednesday. Sold out since Wednesday. What kind of shit? What kind of joint is that? They sold out since. No lie. And so cats like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, all of a sudden, they started disappearing off the scene. Like your Roxanne Shantays start disappearing off the scene. Your Sparky D's, they start disappearing slowly but surely because these new acts was coming out.
Right.
And they was selling sexiness and not just music.
Yes.
Your Salt and Peppers. You know what I'm saying? They come up there doing your chick on the side and they grinding and dancing. Mm-hmm. But Roxanne Shante was just rapping.
Just rapping.
Nobody, after a while, nobody wanted to see just a girl rapping. Her, Sparky D. Ain't nobody wanted to see that. All of a sudden, they wanted to see feminine chicks rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the dudes and the hardcore rappers like the Melly Mel's and all of them, they like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the street. I'm the street dude, saying straight hustling, such and such and such. LL and Chuck, and this would set it off. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'll be ready to wrap up, right? So LL had a joint called Radio. My radio, believe it, I like it loud and such and such and such. And just
move the crowd.
Yeah. But then on that same album, he had a joint called, or the next album, I can't remember, but he came out with a joint called I Need Love. And he had a video for it. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and the beat was so simple. Yeah, the beat was so simple. It was dum 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 dum. I'm like, I could have made that beat.
Yes.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it wasn't about the beat.
Mm-mm.
It was simplifying. It was like breaking everything down to the very last compound so you can hear LL and his feelings.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So he could talk real sexy.
And take his shirt off.
Yes. And
because
hit him with the.
Yeah. Because around the way, we used to hear all the time that everywhere LL went, this dude was getting jumped. Every time he went somewhere, people was jumping him because he used to be so lippy.
Yeah.
You know, he just you know what I'm saying, like a little kid. He just and it was like, yo, LL swole now. It's like swole, LL swole. And when I saw him, bro,
he was swole.
This dude was not like 170. This dude was like 210. Swole. You know what I'm saying? And so he was doing this joint called I Need Love Around the City. And it's like something clicked. Everybody stopped doing these hard. Freddie Jackson stopped doing Mr. Magician. You remember Mr. Magician? Mr. Magician. And he dancing, and they got everybody with them shiny suits is dancing around with the disco
Those
lights.
sequence.
Yeah, sequence with their Jerry curl, you know what I'm saying, pressed to the side.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, people don't remember Freddie Jackson, Mr. Magician. They remember You Are My Lady,
no.
Freddie Jackson, right? Like people don't remember Never Too Much, Luther, right?
Oh, I love that.
They remember House Is Not a Home, Luther. Like people don't remember what's the Keith Sweat joint? Girl, I've been thinking about you all day long. And it's something to be with you. The Keith Sweat first joint. Remember the up-tempo joint he first came out with? No, you don't remember it. But I bet you remember Keith Sweat. I bet you remember Make It Last Forever, though, right?
Yes.
You don't remember up-tempo Anita Baker, do you? But I bet you remember slow down, smooth Anita Baker, right?
Yes, I do.
You remember up-tempo Anita?
No. I know smooth.
Smooth out Anita, right?
Yes.
You don't remember up-tempo Miles J dancing around on stage. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you remember what's the Miles J joint? I'll Be a Fool for You. What's the Locks song, the Locks joint that they took the Miles J song? Start Love Over. Let's start love over. Back to the way things were. Forget about him, and I'll forget about her. That's Miles J, right? Right? People don't remember the transition out of disco. Because Shannon and Patrice Rushen and everybody was murdering the club scene, like in the, you know what I'm saying, in that early 80s.
Yeah.
And then there was like, you know what would get us out of this disco? You know what would get butts in seats? Slow It Down. And they slowed it down, and all them dudes, one after one, started getting these major record deals, right? One after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Started getting these record deals. And now we know them with these slow songs. But people don't remember the 25-year-old Anita Baker. They remember the 35-year-old Anita Baker smoking Newports at the concert. Like the crowd, like she'll be singing Angel, right? Ooh, ooh, bump, 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 ooh. And everybody be doing the ooh, ooh with her, just like throwing their hands.
Yes.
And Anita Baker will walk away from the microphone and go get a pack of Newports off the keyboard. And like Newport and be smoking, and the crowd. Listen, man. Listen.
Showmanship.
All I'm going to say is if you don't go to live stuff, you never appreciate the art. I don't care if it's basketball or music. If you don't go to this live stuff and get to see this stuff, like, yo,
you missing out.
You missing it. Because me and Mocha we was beefing with our families, right? We was beefing with our families. And so me and Mo called me at work. And I'm doing, thank you for calling such and such. You know what I'm saying? This is Uncle Freezy. You know what I'm saying? You know, this call may be recorded. She's like, hey, fool, it's me. I'm like, what you want? She's like, you saw my number on the call ID. I know. I just gotta do this because, you know, it's right. She's like, yo, I just won 2 tickets to the Ari Spears concert off the radio. And I'm like, word? And she's like, I'm ready to go right now. Can you go? You ready to roll? And this is like 3:15. I'm like, it's 3:15. Why we gotta leave so early? Yo, you know, if you ain't fly in the Ari Spears concert, you know
he gonna light you up.
No, he gonna snap you. And at the time, I'm humongous. I'm like, oh, God dog it. So I'm like, yeah. So I go to my boss. I'm like, boss, I got a family emergency. I got to get out here. He's like, yo, it's Friday. Everybody got a family emergency on Friday afternoon. I'm like, yeah. But Aries Spears is going to be in Columbia, bro. I got to go get me an outfit and be ready for the Aries Spears concert. I'm taking Mo. And he's like, yo, can you work tomorrow? No. Can you work Sunday? No. But what I will do, though, is I work the following weekend. He's like, yeah. I need you for that, too, in the month. Go ahead. And so I burn rubber. I'm in this old raggedy van, right? It wasn't old and raggedy, but it was. When I look back at it now, it's old and raggedy, but back then it was new to me.
Right.
So I go see Jermaine. Remember Jermaine, the dude I tell you that do all our outfits?
Yes.
I go see Jermaine. I'm like, Jermaine, yo, I need the flyest joint you got in my size. He's like, where y'all going? Jermaine, just get my clothes.
Yes.
Jermaine, like, nah, man, tell me where you going. Why y'all in the rush? Why you ain't came in here yesterday? You put me on the spot. Jermaine, dog, why I got to tell you everything? And he like, because people be wanting to know.
What does that mean?
Right. But he always looked out for me though, because when this lady had passed away, he called me the same night. He's like, yo, you know such and such passed away, right? You need to come up here and get you something to wear to the funeral. And I'm like, wait a minute, such and such passed away? He's like, yeah, come to the thing in the morning. And get you out, but I was like, yeah, no, I can't just get off of work like that. You know, he like, yo, I tell you what, I'll pick you out something. And no lie, I was like, Jermaine, I ain't got no money. He's like, man, just pay me when y'all get paid. And Mo went over and got my outfit so I can wait to the funeral. And I paid Jermaine like, I think that was on a
whenever you were ready
Monday. I think I paid Jermaine like the following Wednesday. Right, because we weren't getting paid on Thursday. We was getting paid on the 15th and 30th. So whatever day the 15th land on, whether it was a Monday or y'all know how I go, 15th and 30th. Right. And so I'm like, yo, and then Mo called me back. She's like, yo, guess what? They got us sitting up front. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to sit up front. And then I think she's like, yo, guess what? On top of that, I got 4 tickets instead of 2. And I'm like, 4 tickets. So I hit up my homeboy Jimmy. He a barber, right? I'm like, Jimmy, I know how you are. Before you start complaining, listen. I got 2 tickets to Aries Spears tonight, right? Show started at 9:00. Need for you to be dressed your very best, right? Dress your very best. Dress to impress, because we're gonna be sitting up front. And if you dressed ill, Aries Spears is gonna snap you up, right? So I tell Jim, and he a barber, so he owned his own business. So he like, man, I just can't close the shop, man, and just get on the road and go to Columbia. Man, I got to take care of all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dog, I'll get a ticket to somebody else. Nah, man, I'm going. So I'm like, why you just did the 20 minutes of complaining? Man, I said I'm going, ain't it? Oh, you just wasted 20 minutes of my time complaining. I could have been over here getting mugged down by Jermaine. And he's like, well, go let Jermaine mug you down, man, and let me know when y'all get ready to leave. And what I mean by mug down is where we live at, cats be wanting to know every detail of everything so they can go gossip, right? They're like, yo, they're like, this Jermaine, this man. Yeah, man. He on the phone talking about me in my face to another one of my friends, right? Yeah, he's standing right here. Yeah, he bought red shoes, bro. He wearing red shoes tonight. The loafers. The Stacey Adams. I'm like, Jermaine, can you please ring me up? Jermaine, ring me up, man. He's like, Uncle Freezy, don't you see I'm on the phone?
Yo, the audacity of folks.
He talking about me to one of my friends about where I'm going and who I'm taking and what I'm buying and how much it costs, right? To one of my friends, but he won't ring me up because he on the phone. Chuck, your friends do you like that, bro?
Oh no, I don't have friends.
Bro, and you probably live a peaceful life too. You probably live a peaceful life, bro. But the thing is, so I get my outfit. I'm dressed. At first, I was gonna wear all black, right? I was just gonna wear all black. That way, nothing stick out. But what I decided to do is not do that. I go, can I get like a tan shirt? These tan slacks with white stripes, right? Some tan loafers, right? With the tan and white loafers, right? Probably about 50-50, tan and white, right? Everything is conservative except the bow tie. The bow tie is lime green with tan and white in it. Lime green with tan and white in it.
Little pop, little flair.
Ari Spears, if I ever see you face to face, I'm a that Joker. Chuck, that Joker roasted me for like 20 minutes, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah, Chuck, you know how long 20 minutes is, man?
Eternity when you getting roasted.
Chuck, 20 minutes, and then they put the house light on you, right?
Oh.
On our table. Chuck, 20 minutes, Chuck.
Bruh.
And he like, man, how the hell I'm gonna tell jokes and you got the ice cream man sitting up front and the crowd just
Oh, Unc, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, killing me. You call the waitress that, you know how when you sit in certain seatings, you get the priority in terms of the wait staff, right?
Right.
So the wait staff walk by. They're like, you better hurry up. You know big man stomach growling. You know, they just killing me up front, Chuck. And I thought I was fly. Right? Chuck, I get roasted so bad that on my way out, people want to take pictures with me.
Get the yo, no, hell no.
Yes, Chuck, I'm telling you. The dude roasted me for so long, people was like groups of girls would come, like, wait a minute, Uncle Freezy, big man, hold on. And they taking pictures with me, right? They taking pictures so they can go back and tell their friends this is the dude Ari Spears was roasting. Ari Spears, if I ever see you in person, I'm gonna knock that stupid Yankees hat off your head, Ari Spears.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, man. And I'd be wondering, like, why all this goofy stuff happened to me?
Sorry, I don't know.
I was just in my cubicle working, trying to do these stupid spreadsheets in Excel. Because you know how, Chuck, you send your spreadsheet to somebody and then you be like, yo, just do column 17. Like you type it in the email, column 17, 20, 21, 26, 27, 28, and send it back. And then when you get it back, they put all the info in the wrong columns and then sorted the spreadsheet accidentally. So all the work you did is gone.
Man.
So, but anyway. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for watching, hanging out with us this week, y'all. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Yes, the Knicks Morning Drive. The Knicks Morning Drive is headed y'all way, and we're gonna be rocking for a minute.
Yes.
We're gonna be rocking for a minute. I'm a go get something to eat. Probably mess around with the puppies for a few minutes, get my mind out of vibes and stuff mindset, and into Knicks mindset, and rock for a minute. Yeah, man. Chuck, you want to piece it up? Hey, we gonna do something this weekend? You want to do something this weekend? You got time?
Yeah. I got time. I got time this weekend. Just hit me up with the time. Because you know, I'm doing the stuff for RC, and then the thing that we're gonna do with DSJ, Julian Blum, Chris Chang, you and Cully.
Cully, yeah.
So just hit me up. I'll be here. I'm here.
Okay.
Only thing, and I'm changing the room around so I can get rid of the virtual background. I'm changing the room around. So yeah.
Okay. And me too. I'm gonna try to do a little something. I got a Harlem Nights poster that I'm gonna put right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a Boys in the Hood poster right there.
There. Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna put a track light at the bottom so it shoots up to the ceiling so you can see them posters better.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do a little something.
Yes, sir. And you doing it fly though. I like it.
Doing it well.
Yes,
doing
sir.
it and doing it.
Yes, sir.
All right, boss.
Hey, listen, guys, we want to thank y'all for coming by and checking us out. If this is your first time kicking it with us on Vibes Live in the Morning, then guess what? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click all notifications that whenever we go live or we upload something, you'll know you can come kick it with us, man. And make sure you hit that like button, man. Get us up in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for joining us on this Friday. We hope that everyone has a lovely and safe weekend. And we'll be back here Monday morning, man, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9 a.m.-ish. Until then, everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Peace.
Peace, y'all.